false flag. The same people that will take your life will be the same people that will use you to blackmail us. But no, those blackmail doesn't hold water. No matter how they blackmail, we are moving forward undeterred, unstoppable. But the message is, you must stay safe. On that day is a total lockdown. It is not just a sit at home, it's a lockdown. Get what you need with your family. Stay home with your family. Pray for the lost souls in Biafra land. Pray for our Supreme Leader, Nnamdi Kanu. Pray for our Prime Minister, Ekpa. And pray for all the departed souls. Pray for our Liberation Army around the front line fighting till today. Our Liberation Army are still there. They have sent a voice note on the Heroes Day celebration. They have sent a voice note and a warning on sitting at home, reminding Biafrans of sitting at home. I couldn't be able to get the voice note. Maybe in my next program, I'm going to play the voice note for Biafrans to observe the sit at home, stay in their homes. Our Liberation Army, they are okay and fine where they are. And they are still watching and doing what they had to do. And they advise Biafrans to stay safe. Stay safe. It is a lockdown. Don't wait. Nobody is coming to enforce it. Don't think anybody is going to enforce it. You need to enforce it yourself. And if you refuse to do so, don't worry. Nigerian government will teach you how to do it. And at the end of the day, it's either you are alive telling the story or others will tell the story for you. If you give yourself for blackmail, we will use your name for program. As I'm doing this program, I will still bring it and share with people. We only say sorry, and that is it. Don't allow yourself to be used. If you are watching from any part of the world, reach out to your family, tell them to stay at home. Tell them it is a lockdown. We need to respect our heroes. They deserve it. So wherever you are watching this program, don't you ever forget it. And remember, we have a very important mission. Very, very important mission to secure our freedom. Remember to be consistent. This is a very terrible time. The enemies have been able to convict many people. So many people can no longer control themselves because of hardship. They decided to embrace the devil. And today, you will still see them online talking. Don't get disappointed. Don't even have their time. Don't go and attack them. Don't go and join them on their propaganda and blackmail and public disgrace. You don't need to be part of it. Ignore them. The only responsibility we have, whenever we see those lies, we come here and we debunk them. Whenever we see them push any lie against our Supreme Leader Nnamdi or against our Prime Minister, we will not be silent, of course, you know. That's the only place I get crazy. Whenever I see people speaking against our leaders, either Nnamdi or Nnamdi, I don't take it lightly. When you come after them, that day you will become my problem, and I will come after you. And when I come after you with truth. I'm not coming after you to come and push propaganda or blackmail you. I come after you with the truth. And I make sure that the world sees the exact picture of what is happening. That is what I do. And I will continue to do that no matter what the enemies do, no matter what they say. You're welcome, my brother Christian. Thank you so much for joining, bro. Christian, you are there. I can see you.
Yes, brother Chus. I'm really sorry I came in so late. I think you are rounding up, right?
Yeah, well, it's okay. Go ahead, make your submission.
Yeah, so obviously I just came in, so I don't really know what you've talked about before I came in, but yeah, so except if there is anything you want to kind of brief me on, otherwise I would just say what I feel, what is on my mind regarding everything about the zoo, you know, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you can just go ahead, you can say whatever you want to say, because I think most of the program I do these days, as we are progressing to this Remembrance Day, is mainly on general things that are happening in the zoo, more especially on our self-preservation. Today I spoke on our self-preservation and the need for our people to be disciplined in our message, on how we deliver messages and all that. And the reality, focusing the reality of the world. Some of us, we tend to believe stories that are not obtainable. It is important that we begin to think about the reality. Whatever you hear, either from me or from anybody, always know that there are real people involved in this. There are realities on the ground for people to pay attention to, and generally on every other thing. Go ahead, my brother.
Yes, all right. Well, that's good. I hope my voice is also coming out loudly. I don't know, but anyway, yeah.
Yeah, loud
So
and clear.
yeah, you can hear me loud, right? It's my
Very
voice
loud.
coming out.
Yeah.
Okay. So just yeah, thank you for the effort you keep putting in. And like you were saying earlier, everybody will have to all gear up for a time like this, because I feel like more than ever before this year, 30th, we really have to put in the effort, giving all the effort and attempt of the enemies who are trying to subvert all the everything that we stand for. You can see the leading up to this moment, how they begin to congregate, ranging from the Gowan issue to the book they are trying to publish and everything. So it's just a time to stand very strongly, very firmly, to make our voice heard, and for people to know who we are and what our story is all about.
Yes.
They will not be the one to write our story. We will not allow that to take place. So that is very important this year, that we all hands has to be on this to make it a memorable one, and the world will hear what it's all about, even as they are trying to avert or to thwart everything. And quite frankly, I think that, like we discussed the other day too, that is a time that a lot of things are bubbling up, and they are all coming to a head. President Trump has just ordered the Secretary of War that he has to, gear up and do something. Whatever form it is, they have to do something. The continuous buying of Christians in Nigeria, and as they are rounding up, I think they are just rounding up in Iran, so that will also frozen and allow them a leeway to concentrate on more important areas, or should I say, more easily places where they can just, the footprint, the impact will be felt, and resort to renters. So this is the time to do it. Whichever form it is, something has to be done in that place, because everybody is going through hell. Everybody is feeling it. It doesn't matter which area of the region you are. Everybody is feeling it. There's so much fear. There's so much hunger. There's nothing working in the country. The man who is there, who is also, that is Tinubu, this criminal, old-time criminal drug trafficker. He's a very corny, and he has a lot of people working within his circle. They are plotting how they can make sure that no matter what, this coming next year, that he's able to, hijack it again as he did 2023. And that is not good for anybody. Absolutely not good for anybody. And no matter the situation now, we are still in the place as it is now. So the insecurity affects everybody. It affects every part of Biafra land, right?
Absolutely.
So, and he's really not out there to do anything, but rather hoping that he can continue to play every areas, get vote from the north, get from the south, it's not going to work, because people are fed up, So this young man, I've never seen him in such an position of anger and this determination. I've never, in all the time I've seen him, I've never seen him in this form right now. This very dark man guy, and so many others who are like, some of them are being hunted down now, because they said that he did something, so they declared him wanted, but he's not in the country now. But the thing is that, personally, I just feel like Tinubu has done so much damage, so irreparable damage, that, and the lack of concern, the total lack of empathy on the part of the people, it baffles my mind. The level of hunger in the land is mind blowing. Everything, everything is just worst. So something has to be done. If he's not able to do the right thing, do at least do one thing, just one thing alone. Disintegrate the region because you are not able to manage it. Nobody is able to manage it. Do at least one thing that people can say, yeah, this is the right thing you did, But to just continue to stay there and you have nothing to show for it, but just squander money, resources that could easily be used to help the poor masses. It just, the level of inhumanity, I don't know. It baffles me a great deal. But the good thing is that we continue to push for our objective, for our cause, our freedom, our independence. That is the prime priority. That is the ultimate in our mind. But at the same time, the people in all the region, they ought to know that it just can't continue. This level of barbarism and carnage going on. And the man who is there, who took the power without the consent of the people, doesn't show any concern. Once in a while, he comes out and says something just for the sake of saying something. But there's nothing behind what he says. His laws are not obeyed. He gives order or command. Nobody cares about it. It's just crazy. And some of our people, I don't know, maybe ignorantly, as usual, they will feel like our brother is there for next year. So I don't know how they intend to go about it. How are they going to be able to dislodge this hardcore criminal called Tinubu? Because as usual, all in the past years, they always say, because of our brother, let us, do this so that our brother can do it. But I don't know. But I think, like you rightly say, we have to stay focused. Whatever happens in the zoo happens in the zoo. But that is not to say that we take our eyes off it. We cannot, because again,
we can't take our eyes off it as long as we are still there. We are still there. You can't deny that.
Exactly, 100%. Our families are there. Our kindreds, our everything is there. So we cannot take our eyes off it. Even as we pursue our goal, we must continue to see and to whatever we can bring to the solution of it. We have to continue to do that. So we thank God. This is an amazing time. It is an amazing time. They are hoping that they will outlive President Trump. But that's not going to happen. Because, like I said, thank goodness that they begin to see reasons, wind down on what is going on in the Middle East, and don't let this Islamic Sharia proponent with the Tinubu that they got there, and don't let them outlive you. Because the thing is that we are hearing now, he is talking about, that he has to restructure, Really? You came in there, you did not try to restructure. So now that the time is coming for the next election, you want to use restructuring as the boogie language of, so that is just, you're trying to play on the people's intelligence, so there's no time for that. There's absolutely no time for that. So the Secretary of War, they have to look into this whole barbarism going on in the country and deal with them decisively. If they have only one shot. If they're not interested, let them carve up their own country and create their own Islamic entity in the north. That is just a simple fact. So my brother, thank you so much. Like I just rushed in and I said, let me use the opportunity because you just never know, to thank you for your continuous effort. Thank you, my brother. God bless.
Thank you so much, my brother. I really appreciate. Just as we have been saying, so many things we've been saying about awareness. We need to continue to create awareness because there are certain things that is happening that when you look at it and you say certain things, people will not understand. But that will not make us to stop saying what we have to say. We have to continue to make our contributions at all the time. Continue to say the things, whether the people like it or not, whether they accept it or not, the truth will always be spoken. The truth will always be spoken. And one thing I want you to go with in this very platform today is focusing on the reality. focusing on the reality of the fact that today, Nigerian government is still in charge of our territory. Nigeria government is still administering our territory. That is the reality. So if you continue to deny that reality, you are only deceiving yourself. The reality that we must have to continue to mount pressure. That is the reality. We must continue to put pressure on Nigerian government to do the right thing, and the international community to also do the right thing. These are things that are reality that you can never deny. No matter how you continue to pretend about these issues, no matter how you try to run away from them, they are reality that is staring at you. The reality that is only through pressure, that things can change. You don't beg your way out of freedom. You don't beg for somebody to give you freedom. And nobody's going to serve freedom to you. You need to tighten up your belt and fight the best way you can. Continue to add your voice. Some time ago, when we were here, we talked about the report that Mike Kanu brought and said that enough is not being done, that we are not visible. Yesterday, I saw him in some program that some people heard. He was still there saying the same thing. But instead of some of our people picking that correction to increase and intensify with what they did, they will choose the other part of attacking or discrediting him. This is somebody who is trying to make an impact, telling you exactly where the problem lies. All you need to do is to go back and make your corrections and think of where that problem is and begin to make amends. But instead of accept, even while he was there making that correction, you see people still insisting on what is not obtainable. That is why I tell people, focusing on reality of the day. You see that people, you don't expect people to think the way you think.
Yeah.
Today, Biafra agitation has left. He have left all this Chihuahua talk and all these mediocres. No, it have entered into the hand of professionals. And when they talk like professionals, not based on your. It's not about pity. Nobody's going to pity you.
Yeah.
It's not about pity. Oh, they are killing us. Oh, they are doing so. You are shouting online. That is not enough. Our case must be presented officially to where it needs to be presented. And I remember Simon ever made the same statement that after getting a lobby, this lobby is that later left now, that were sacked. When he got that lobby, when the lobbyists made the first step to go, and he made the first, they told them that nobody, no single soul have officially brought the case of Biafra before the United States.
Raju, sorry. I touched something mistakenly, so I went offline, right? You understand me? Yes, I'm so sorry about that. So, but yeah, I saw that yesterday. I saw Mike Arnold on a program, right? So, but I didn't stay long because, first of all, there was no link to come in. So it's like a selected people, kind of. So there was no link. I wanted to come in. And I tried to come in one time to when he was on Okocha's program also, Marcel Okocha. There was also no link to come in. I always have one question in mind, just one question. But I think one of these days I might have the opportunity to just say it. But anyway, just carry on, because the thing is that I saw that program yesterday. I couldn't come in, and I didn't stay much to listen to stuff they have to. A lot of things they said, I suppose they said a lot. I did not stay long to listen, but whatever it is a good thing. Let nobody castigate or come against anybody. Whatever anybody can do, must continue to do it. You know, every noise we make is a plus, not a minus. You know,
it's a plus.
So
the problem is that so many of us do misunderstand information when they come. Just like there's nothing different that Mike cannot say there from what you have been saying all this while. The same information that you and I know is what he just said. And where he focused mainly is on us uniting ourselves, that we should stop washing our dating lanes outside.
Exactly.
He said it over and over. And the thing that touched me, that really touched me, was that even while he was saying it, people were still there pushing that same dirty nails outside, trying to wash the same thing, even when he has said it in black and white.
On the comment section, you mean?
Not on the comment section, on the program.
Okay.
See, I don't know the level, how we understand things. I don't know our level of understanding. There are certain things that we don't need to do. There are certain things that we don't need to do. There are certain things, if we genuinely, because I used to ask people, if you want people to recognize you, what do you want them to see and recognize? There is something somebody will see in you before he begins to recognize you.
Yeah.
Some people hated us in this platform because we talk about unity. When you talk about unity of purpose, they don't want to mingle with anybody. They just want to be superior. They just want that superiority. And things doesn't work that way. And that Mike Arnold still explained the same thing yesterday. He talked so much about the issue of this bickering among us and this washing of dinner and claiming this and that. And he made it clear that our information is not anywhere close where it's supposed to be in the United States.
Yeah, I said it in the past too, huh?
Yes, the same thing he said in the past. He repeated it yesterday. That in case of Biafra is not anywhere near. That it's better we organize ourselves, push our message as one. For it to be heard. And attach ourselves to, if possible, attach ourselves to what is going on now. At the end of the day, we can split and have our things.
I think so too. I think so too. Because, Brachus, because quite frankly, you can see from what he is saying, he has said it some years back, maybe a year ago, thereabout, that obviously our impact is not felt at the corridors of power in Washington. So therefore, there's no gainsaying that USB or BRG or whatever, everything is online. We are all just, in a way, we are making the same noise, pushing the same message, so to speak, but we are not really pushing through. So let us not deceive ourselves, believing that any one individual is even that. No. We are all just at the periphery, So, but you see that suggestion that, if possible, attached to whatever it is that either my canon, either whatever organization is, so that from there, when it gets to a certain place, you can now pull up with your own direction, your own agenda. Because so far, again, this is the thing that so far, like a year or more now, we've not been able to break through in Washington, right? Yes. We've not. And he said it, and I believe him. I believe my Kanu when he said it.
100%. It is the truth. It is the truth.
So everything they are showing you online, on YouTube, on video, when they congregate on week or Saturday for what they call it, fundraising, or there's a name they call it, this whatever fundraising, whatever. Yeah, but the point is that we are not there yet. Absolutely nobody. The two people who would have been able to force through, Nnamdi Kanu is known globally, right? And he has he has what it takes, And Simon Ekpa is another one, because for him, he was ready to really rock the boat. He was out to do what it takes, So I understand that some, maybe they are scared. Some people who are in charge now, maybe some of them, they are not. I don't know. I won't label it. I don't know if they are genuine or not genuine, but maybe there is fear or whatever. But the truth remains, that is that we are not right in there where the power is and making our case. So we have to get that right on our head to know, that we are not there yet. So, and that is why also there is no point for you trying to beat down someone else, because it's not like you have the. It's not like you have the result. It's not like you have what it takes. It's not like you are the one, who is going to. So everybody is just doing his or her best in their own little way. So stop antagonizing somebody. I don't like that. When Vam deviate and goes to attacking, or those people are attacking. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Absolutely don't like it. it doesn't add one thing at all. It doesn't add anything. It doesn't bring any good development at all. So I hate it when I see that. So let's just continue doing whatever you are doing, and in the fullness of time, we know that things will always change. It can never remain the same. We're moving. No matter how little, no matter how difficult it is to see, but things are moving. And the thing is that we are very resolved. Biafrans they have that resolve, completely unequivocal. It's very clear in our mind who we are, what we want. Make no mistake. It doesn't matter where you are, whether in the zoo, you are diaspora, whatever. We know who we are and we know what we want. So that is very clear. So meaning that with time, something's going to happen. One of these our guys will come out and lead the pack while we continue to hold sway on their behalf, but stop attacking one another. That's just my own point, And Mike Kanu has noticed it, that there's this bickering among the people, and it's not good,
He spoke about it yesterday. He said it is not healthy. It doesn't show seriousness. It doesn't show. It doesn't show that we are even ready.
Yeah.
You see, just like he said, we should focus on what is happening now. Attach ourselves. By then, we can be able to break through. That is why you see. Can you imagine Nnamdi Kanu relating with him through his lawyers, and he's still telling us that we have not made enough impact? That should be a lesson to every one of us that are on this struggle. That know that there is a thing that we're supposed to do that is not yet done.
Exactly.
There's still an empty gap that needs to be filled. And Nnamdi Kanu acknowledged that and reached out to him.
Yeah.
Nnamdi Kanu would have said, he would have said that with all the noise I make, I have a lobby. I do this now. Why would I go and begin to talk with Arnold?
Yeah.
Why would Arnold now come and tell me that Biafra, nobody knows about the show, Biafra in Washington? Why I have gotten lobby? I have done this, I've done that. But he didn't say such. He still went ahead. Now he's keen under that Christian genocide.
Yeah.
To issue a Sokoto declaration that is coming. And that's togetherness now he's coming with Arnold. Arnold being a very strong voice in the United States. It's another way to push through.
Yeah.
Push through our own case and let it go through. And when you talk about this thing, you see some people will begin to see it's an attack. People will be interpreting. And instead of them to pick that lesson, they will even as at that yesterday, while he was talking, you see some people still came back on that. I saw some people who came online to attack him and say he's a one Nigeria, that Arnold is a one Nigerianist. That he's pushing Nigeria agenda.
That's not true. That is not true.
You can imagine in that program, somebody said it yesterday.
That is not true.
And because the people who are hosting the program kept quiet. And you can't say that in a program where I'm hosting and I'll keep quiet.
Yeah. Anybody?
I will not allow you to come on my program and talk down on Mike that he's pushing Nigeria program, that they should go to his platform and see what he has posted about Nigeria. That he's Nigeria. And the only reason why this person is saying this is because he felt that Arnold did not attach himself to where he belongs.
I know. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's what they do.
Nonsense. You see, and that is the major problem. That is why you see all this kind of nonsense we are seeing everywhere.
But
if it is not from you, if it is not the person you like that is speaking, saying things the way you want it to be said, you condemn it, you attack it, you call him different. This is I don't know my brother.
Anybody who is attacking Arnold is a completely misplaced individual, because first of all, if he was going to work with the zoo or for the zoo, it would have been easy and he would have made so much money out of it. That is one. That is one. And two, he's a guy who has demonstrated that he has shown the side, that he belongs, because the caliphate system is something that he uphold. Completely cannot stand the caliphate Sharia movement. Is completely that you cannot tell me anything other than that. He can't stand it, and he is ready to fight it by every means possible. Now, he's not a Biafran, but the most important thing is that he's fighting the same thing that is fighting us, because that is what it's all about, Exactly. So your enemy becomes my enemy, so that at the end you can now find your way. This is what it's all about. He's not going to become a Biafran, no, but if we can destroy that mountain that stands in our way, then everybody can be able to find their way. Bro, do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Yeah. So that is what it's all about. That is exactly, and like I said, thank goodness that they are ramping up now this fiasco that took place in the Middle East, So
Yeah.
now they can begin to focus or refocus on bringing into bringing objectivity to the agenda they've set out. It was last year, I think, when they gave this condition about the abolition of Sharia law in the country and this and this and that, and the Fulani herdsmen. It's a number of points that was enumerated, if you remember. So, but
Yes.
there's been a distraction, but it seems like we're coming back now. So, because from what I'm seeing now, I'm hearing, we're coming back to it slowly but surely, so that they can ramp it up. Let them do something. You have to remove this religious law in the secular system. You have to do that. There's no way you can. So if you remember, Rashid, there was a time this thing was heating up, right? You remember?
Yes.
Yeah, but suddenly it just went cold, just like that, But now that Trump has looked at the Secretary of War again, Pete Hegseth, and asked him, my friend, this is what you have to do. Go and do this. So he has given him the mandate, and the man came out. Pete Hegseth came out to pronounce it that he has been given the mandate to sort out the Islamic slaughter of Christians in Nigeria. So this is another, should I say, the second phase now will be entering. So I pray that everything continue down this trajectory, and we see everything how it plays out. So whatever, there may not be election, maybe there will be, I don't know, we'll see what happens. Maybe the best thing will be people come together and decide. Mark Arnold has also said it. Let the people decide what they want. If it's referendum, let them give the
very election. Let there be a referendum. That election might turn to a referendum.
Yeah, let them give the various region the opportunity to have a referendum. It's not going to be a uniformed or unified. No. Every region conduct theirs. Those who want to remain can remain. Those who want to leave will leave. So if it's remaining on the one region or two region, whatever they want to call themselves, so be it. So that is the point, my brother. Audio, thank you so much, brothers.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. Thank you. I appreciate you for that. Amazing input, and we are going to be closing it up here so that I can handle some other issues and come back later if I can. I appreciate everybody that have joined us, everybody have supported, those who have shared, those who are watching now, and the people that are going to watch later. I appreciate every one of you. Stay strong. The battle is still there, and the battle is not lost. We will definitely win. My beloved brother, give us your closing word and let us round it up.
Okay, Rachus, thank you so much for the effort, and we'll continue, definitely. So, Biafrans, let's continue to put in the work. We must have to continue, So, as the deadline is coming, we have to continue to get prepared and be mindful and be watchful, whichever way the enemy comes, so that we tackle them. So when I go online, sometimes I feel I'm impressed, the effort of our people from different angles, different areas, in whatever capacity people are putting in their base. That is what it takes, Continue to speak up. We must continue to speak up. So we thank God for that. And I wanted to say something briefly, but I think I think that we're coming there. It's a gradual process, but we're coming there. We're coming there. Whatever it is that is making people who are in position to speak the truth and they are being withheld, it will be broken at some point, because Nnamdi Kanu cannot continue to be ignored by the world community. They simply cannot. They know about him. They know he's there, and they know that he's there not because he's a guilty person. No, not because he has done anything wrong. No. So they all know, and they must have to. Even though we don't have people, who is able to speak up, like go into the realm of power and talk to the power that be, but they are aware of it. So a day is coming. A day is coming. We must continue to do what we do. And part of the question, I said that any day I'm opportune to meet Mike Arnold, I will put it to him and hear what he will tell me. So, but my brother Chus, thank you so much, and more grace to your able. God bless you, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you once again for your powerful and wonderful input. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect you.
So,
I also pray for everyone that have joined on this program for almost 3 hours that we've been here. I pray that Chukwu Okike will guide and protect all of you. And as we prepare for our coming Heroes Day celebration on the 30th May, we have about 2 days to go. Try as much as possible to be careful. Don't allow yourself to be used as a blackmail against the Biafran struggle, because if they take your life to blackmail Biafra, you just died in vain. Biafra will stay calm. It will not stop the coming of Biafra. So stay safe wherever you are in Biafra land. Get everything you need on the 30th so that you can be with your family. Pray for our leaders. Pray for the departed soul. Very, very important. The Liberation Army have sent out their own message also, encouraging people to stay at home and also participate in the Remembrance Day that is coming. And we pray for our Supreme Leader Nnamdi Kanu, that Chukwu Okike will continue to guide him and protect him, secure him. We pray for Simon Ekpa, that Chukwu Okike will guide and protect him, secure him, and keep him safe, and make sure that he gets his freedom as soon as possible, as his appeal is coming up on the 8th. Appeal is coming up on the 5th of August. The appeal of our Prime Minister will last from 5th of August to 21st of August. And remember, we are having a protest in Finland. Biafrans are advised to come up for the protest. It's going to start on the 4th, from the 4th to 7th. So Biafrans are encouraged to come to Finland. Even our Prime Minister himself made that appeal to Biafrans to come to Finland in solidarity in that his case. So everyone that want to come to Finland, get your ticket now. Be in Finland before 4th. The protest will hold 4th, 5th, 6th, and the 7th. But the case will be from 5th to 21st. And every plane is being put in place. Biafrans are trying their best on different angles. Those who are supporting, if you have not supported the international lawyer, try as much as possible to support the international lawyer financially to make sure that Simon Ekpa is represented appropriately in this coming court. In the past event, we know that Finland prosecutor refused to admit evidence that was presented by Simon Ekpa. They did not admit any, not even one. They did not, and there was no genuine reason given. So it is sad. That was an abuse of his rights. And they were able to get away with that because there was no international interference or international monitoring or international eye that was watching what was happening. So that is why it is essential that this time we have an international lawyer, not necessarily defending him inside the court, but an international lawyer that can be able to reach out to the Foreign Affairs Minister of Finland, which this lawyer that was consulted have already done and written a letter, and is going to consult to the European Union and the United Nations. Then in consultation with the United States of America, to let them know what is going on in Finland on the case of Simon Ekpa. Because there's no way you can convict a man without admitting his own evidence against the government. It is unacceptable. And we will not allow that to continue. So wherever you are watching from, please try as much as possible to support that move. It is a wonderful move to make sure that our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, is adequately represented in the coming case that is coming. If you cannot support financially, support morally. If you cannot support morally, support prayerfully. But don't condemn it. Do not condemn anything any group is doing to see that our Prime Minister is properly represented. You don't have to fight it. That it is not your group that is doing it does not mean that it is bad. Don't condemn it simply because it is not your group that is doing it. Whichever group you are that, just be serious and do things that will progress the coming of Biafra. That is the most important thing. It is not about which group or who is pushing it or who is not pushing it. It is about making things happen, changing things, making things, let people get busy. Enough of the attack and bickering, enough of these claims of being whom you are not. We should focus on what matters, the restoration of Biafra and the unity of purpose. Very important. And I pray that Chukwu Okike will continue to guide, protect, and direct us and teach us the path that we shall go. Thank you for listening this morning, wherever, afternoon, evening, wherever you are listening from. Share this broadcast if you have not done so. Leave your thought on the comment section and continue